Welcome back to another episode of English 101. In this video, we're going to talk about where to find the citations for sources that you find on the library and how to get them into your annotated bibliography and be sure that they have a hanging indent so that your paper is formatted properly. Let's get right into it. This is sort of a continuation of the last video where we found some opinionated sources. This is one of the opinionated sources we found using the Opposing Viewpoints database. Now look, we're going to talk about other library databases another day. But the thing to remember is that anything you find in the library, it's going to have a cite button somewhere, right? And so that database is either have the cite button that you can push to get the citation, or they're just going to put it down here at the bottom. Right? This database, did both, right? So it's very easy for you to get the citation. Let me demo the button though, because some databases only have the button. You have to be sure you're choosing the right thing. Sometimes they will default to APA, and that is not what you want, right? So again, you have to click MLA and select it, and then it's going to give you the proper MLA citation. So let's go ahead and cut and paste this into my annotated bibliography. Let's pretend that I want to use this source. I've read it. I have looked into make sure this guy is credible. I've created the note on authority. I've read it so I can create the summary of the source's argument, and I've thought about how I'm going to use it so I can create the note on use. So let's go ahead and highlight it. I'm going to right-click, left-click, copy. And then I'm going to paste it right here into my annotated bibliography. Let's help you get this formatted properly before we paste it in. I'm going to move this to the center. I'm going to title it Annotated Bibliography. I'm going to hit enter, and then I'm going to put working thesis there. Okay, because again, by the time you turn this in, hopefully by the time even you get to the peer review, you should have an idea where you stand in this debate, because that drives what sources you choose. All right, so now I'm going to do right-click, paste, and it pastes in my citation. Now in this situation, I was lucky because as you can see, the hanging indent came through. That means that this line is not indented, but all of these other ones are. That's exactly what you want, because then when it's time to type the annotation, you just hit enter, tab over, type the annotation right here. Start with the note on authority, then the summary of the source, then the note on use. See directions for details. Once you do that, these are all going to line up really nicely, and then the citation for the next source will start here, and then you see you won't even need any extra spaces between the sources because it'll look really clean. Okay, but really quick, we said we were going to show you how to do the hanging indent. All right, so let's pretend that this didn't come through properly. Okay, so let's say your citation came through like this. We need to fix it. The hanging indent is important and makes the document much easier to read. So I'm going to show you how to create the hanging indent both in Google Docs and in Microsoft Word. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, highlight the whole citation. You can even do multiple citations at once. Go to Format, Align and Indent, all the way down to Indentation Options. It is a special indent. Click the drop down to select which one. It is a hanging indent. Now all I have to do is hit Apply, and it's fixed. Just like I showed you a minute ago. Now you just hit Enter, tab over, start the annotation here. Let's do it in Microsoft Word. Okay, same deal. Of course, formatting is the same. It's just a different software. Okay, so again, we're pretending the hanging indent did not come through. So I'm going to highlight the citation. I need to go into the paragraph menu, which is right here. You can also get here via a right click if you prefer, but I'm going to go to the drop down menu. I'm going to go to line spacing options. Then I'm going to go to, you guessed it, indentation, and then special. Drop down to tell them what kind of special indent it is. It is a hanging indent. I hit OK. Now it's fixed. Of course, the beauty of videos is I don't have to repeat this. If you need to see it again, you can just back the video up. Same deal, hit enter, hit tab, start typing your annotation here. Start with note on authority, then summary, the source, then the note on use. Hit enter again to start citation for new source. Keep in mind, all the annotated bibliography is a list of those 5 sources you found and annotations for each source. If you've read the material, you know what an annotation is and what goes in it. A lot of students refer to this type of assignment, the annotated bibliography, as a works cited page plus, right? Because it's literally a list of citations for 5 sources, only after each citation you get the annotation. And indeed, the sources should be alphabetized in here, just like a works cited list. And they have the hanging indent, just like a works cited list. Again, I hope this is coming through in all of the materials that we've had so far. You do not want to write this as a 5-paragraph essay. But as I could see for those that participated on the discussion board assignment, I think you clearly understand what you're supposed to do. Certainly reach out to me if you have questions about the hanging indent or about the assignment in general. I'll be here. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon.